guys. So, that's right, I'm back with another video, finally. And yeah, it has taken me a little bit to finally get something out. I've been super busy, but I'm glad to be making something. This video, I don't know how it's going to do since I've been gone for so long, so it's really more of just for fun, and just because I genuinely love this game and I really wanted to make a video on it. But it's called Retronika, or Retronika, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's one of the two, I assume. And if you can't tell, this art style takes a lot of inspiration from something like Futurama, which is one of my favorite shows of all time, and it's what immediately drove me to this game. Basically, you're on a hover bike, and you seem like you got caught up on this planet. You're trying to find a way off, trying to get your way to portals to get off the planet. And you have this little robot guy who helps you out, follows you around. We'll see him in a little bit, and you'll hear him talk to me as I'm driving. He kind of plays like your assistant role. You know, he tells you how to do things, helps with tutorials, and also when enemies come up, which will be later in the video, he'll be like, hey, there's someone coming on your right, there's someone coming on your left, you know, like he's like your partner. So this game, right, this is the robot guy right here, by the way, it's very unique. It almost has like some roguelite elements, while also it's mostly like a level-based game. And after you beat all the levels, just so you know, there's an endless mode. So you can always, this game has a lot of value to it. It's only like $7 or something bucks, but you'll get a lot of hours out of this game. It has a lot of customization, which this is the room you would normally customize your bike in, but I haven't gotten to that point yet. And as the video goes on, you'll see more and more things unlock. Like currently, or I think it's in this one right here. So this one right here, I'm only able to drive, or I was only able to drive straight in the last run. Now I'm able to go up and down, so that's something I just unlocked. I'm also going to unlock guns, and then something I haven't unlocked yet, like at all while I was making this video, is there seems to be jump thrusters. Like, almost like a boost pack. Something kind of like Mario Kart when you pick up like a mushroom and you get a boost. It's kind of like that, it seems. And so that will add even more to the gameplay. But as you progress, you'll get more guns and stuff. You'll unlock more upgrades for your bike. You can upgrade, you know, how much fuel it can carry, how fast you can go, your brakes, all that stuff. And it's one of the best seated games I've ever played. I will say that right now. I know that might sound extreme, but when you're seated, typically, even though the game's meant for like a seated audience, it's still, you'll go to reach out for something. Let's say you're sitting on your bed, for example, where you have this kind of like floor you're sitting on below you pretty close. So if you've played a seated VR game, you'll probably already know what I'm trying to say right now. But basically, you'll try to reach for something, and you won't be able to reach it. You'll have to change where you're sitting. And even though it's a seated experience, it's really only meant for being seated in like an office chair, or at like like an actual chair, and not like a bed, or sometimes even a couch. Sometimes you can't even play it on a couch because your hands will be hitting the arms on the couch. So it can be difficult. Something like Underdogs is a great example of that. You need to sit down, but you also need to be able to reach all around you to play Underdogs. This game isn't like that. You know, I was playing this on my bed, like sitting on my bed. And you're able to adjust your bike. You can lift it, put it wherever you want. So even if you kind of have to play wonky, you can set it up so no matter what, it looks and feels right. And it doesn't take up much space because you're only really shooting in front of you. So as long as you have like 3 or 4 feet in front of you, you're good. So it means that there's so many other opportunities to playing this game. There's so many different ways. Like if you wanted to, you could probably even play this game in your car. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it. I highly doubt it's very comfortable, but it's just, basically I wanted to talk a little bit about just that, how well they've done the seated aspect of this game. So, getting back on track about the game itself, something I don't think I have explained yet, is that this health bar, which you can see with the little blue marker on the bike. It might not really look like a health bar, because it's supposed to be like an energy meter, but it's also a health bar. You get shot, it goes lower, you go out of bounds, it gets lower. Basically, that thing hits 0, you're done. You know what I mean? Like, you have to restart it, or you have to just move on. There are these signs, though. There's many signs, as you guys can see, a bunch of billboards. There's a certain type of sign. You'll see it. It kind of like fizzes and everything. Like it looks like kind of broken. And you have to shoot it. And if you shoot it, it'll give you health. So you have to basically just try to dodge all these cars, get as much health as possible, kill the robots, things I've already mentioned before. It's not too, like, crazy of a concept, you know? It's very easy to understand, but there's not many games like this in VR, at least with this style. You know, it's unique, and I love that a lot about it. The whole Futurama thing's really cool. Basically, what I'm saying is this game's concept, it's nothing that's really too unique. You know, like, this is something I've seen before, even in flat screen games. It's not something that's new. But the way they've executed it, between the art style, and the hover bike, and throwing guns and robots into it, you know, that's a whole different story. So it takes something that's been done before and does it in a different way. Like, you know, obviously in VR this time. But yeah, that's something I think everyone should remember when checking out this game. You'll play it, and you'll probably be able to think of a game you've played before that this reminds you of. And when I'm bringing up the simple concept, there's not much really else to explain about this game. In fact, I feel like there's not really much else I can say with words. And to really understand this game and to really see everything, you have to literally see it yourself. So I'm going to let you guys watch the last few minutes of gameplay to see what you guys think. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys have a good night or day whenever you guys are watching this.
Drones an ordeal. If they want to fight, give them a go. Got company! Those drones behind aren't here to give us a push! Drones on our tail! Right there! After another, they're on the road! Us. Maybe if we hold our breath, it won't notice. Drones on our tail! Bring us Splenda! We need to hold the rest! Watch the face!